Good morning. I am so excited about this rain. I'm so excited. Everything is starting to green up, which is what we needed. And yeah, it's supposed to rain for the next couple hours, and it's supposed to rain tonight too. So that means not only is everything getting watered, I don't have to water anything, but I have tons of time to work inside. My goal today is to get that mess cleaned up. All of those boxes, go through everything, keep everything I want to keep, return everything that I don't want to keep, break down the boxes, and then I'm going to start finish painting the sunroom and start painting the inside of the cabinet in the bathroom. Actually, I might give that one coat and go back and forth, because that's going to take probably 3 or 4 coats of paint, because it's red, dark red. So it's gonna be a while. So I'll probably do the back and forth thing. It was also one of those places that you leave your clothes on, your shoes on, because you just don't know. There was no soap. Thank goodness I brought body soap and face wash. So I had something to wash my hands with. There were some other very questionable things. Rob wasn't yelling at me. He said, next year, you are not allowed to stay there. So that's fine. That won't happen next year. I'm trying to reserve our hotels for the 127 garage sales, and I'm doing my best to avoid the hotel that I stayed at the last 2 years. The first year it was great, and I don't think it was a Baymont. Last year I didn't pay attention to the name because it was nice the year before. Last year it was no bueno. I remember last year there was no soap. There was something else, and I had to rig the ironing board up between the door jambs, between the door and the door jamb. I got so many questions as to why did you stay there? It's because usually hotels are sold out at this time of the year. I had already paid it. It was getting dark, and I didn't want to chance driving in the dark and trying to find another hotel. And I was only there less than 12 hours. I kept my clothes on the entire time. Didn't take my shoes off. And I was safe because I had jammed the door with an ironing board. The only reason why I jammed the door is because I smelled cologne in my room. Right when I walked in, there was this overpowering smell of cologne. It could have been somebody that worked there, just walked in to make sure that the room was clean. I didn't know. But being a female traveling alone, it's a little bit unnerving. And I remember I checked every nook and cranny of that hotel room, and as soon as it was inspected for any extra being in there, I jammed the door. Jammed that door so hard. It took me a while to figure out what can I put in front of the door. Even though I had the safety lock on, I'm like, nope, I'm having extra protection. So I'm trying to figure out which hotel is near 127 but has great reviews of having soap. I can't believe they didn't even have hand soap. They had 0 hand soap. And again, I don't complain, except to Rob and maybe a friend or two. But, who knows? Maybe they ran out of soap that day. I don't know. But it's weird that a hotel doesn't have soap. Anywho, I need to get these hotels booked and continue on with my day. That's what I need to do. I'm going through the boxes that I have in the living dining room and some other ones that I have laying around here because I ordered a bunch of fall stuff. And one thing that I wanted to share with you that I think is so pretty. I love the color and I love the texture, and I have it hanging on the hutch that I was going to redo for the fall. And after I hung this and put a few pumpkins, I'm like, no, I'm gonna leave it. Out of all the hutches in our house, this is the one that I get the most comments on because of the color combo, the browns, the tans, the greens. And I was gonna redo it. And now after I added the little Target pumpkins and then I added this wreath from Amazon, I'm like, nope, I am keeping it as is. I found this wreath off Amazon, and you can use this starting in the fall all the way through the winter, which is, I love that kind of decor. This is a 16-inch wreath that has these faux pine cones, and then it also has these real ones. There's just something about this wreath, and I think it's the color and all of the texture, and it looks wispy and airy, and I think it just hangs really well on this hutch. I used a command strip to hang it. I just attached it to this wood, and then when I'm ready to take that down, I can just pull the little sticky part of the command strip, and it does not cause any damage. But I think this looks so good, and I'm actually thinking about putting some orange in there because of these pops of orange as well. I added a little pumpkin candle that I got off of Amazon last year, and I was looking for a brown dish that I could put it in, and the only thing I could find was this lid off of an old crock, and I actually think that will work. Hey, you got to use what you have, right? But yeah, I like this. Now, I don't know if I like the white because everything else is brown. I'm not sure. But I'm loving that wreath. I think I might put that pumpkin. I'll show you where I'm going to put it. And I'll probably put some type of something else up there. I'm not quite sure. But this is a start of the fall decor. I know it's not August 1st, but I'm going to be gone next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'm also gone one day this weekend. So I'm just kind of seeing what I have, going through the stuff that I ordered, and just starting to put stuff out so I know what I still need. I haven't done anything to the top of this for about a year, ever since we moved in. I love that stained glass. I absolutely love it. And I thought maybe I should put the pumpkin here with some old white bowls. I don't know what that would look like because this is basically all the same color, but the white pumpkin might match that little lamp. So I might do that. I might change that out. I was so proud of myself that I was starting to paint the inside of this cabinet, and I don't know what they put on the shelves. I don't think it's polyurethane. It almost looks like a plastic covering. Take a peek at this. I was trying to clean it out because there was a lot of dust back here, and I felt something. I thought it was tape, and I started pulling, and there's just this. Now I won't be able to get this up, but you see up here? I don't think that's polyurethane. I think it's a plastic, almost like a, what you call it, like a shelf liner. Because the texture is very different here than it is here. and than it is here. Oh boy. I'm gonna get the extension cord and my blow dryer out and see what I can do. That didn't take long to get this one off, but I think what I'm going to do, because I don't feel any loose ends or loose edges, I think I'm gonna take some really heavy duty sandpaper and sand this down and see if I can get the paint to stick, because there aren't any edges I can peel up to even get that coating off. Same thing with this. This is all gone. So I think I'm gonna go get